Karl. My life before I became homeless was a life of turmoil, a life of addiction, a lot of substance abuse, not really feeling part of, not really having people I could talk to, including my partner. Yeah, my using took on different levels because I didn't feel that I was able to talk to her, but she couldn't identify with how I'm feeling, negative feelings of, if I did tell her, she's not going to understand. How does she know? She doesn't know this life, she doesn't know. That she couldn't offer me the help that I thought I needed, to the point of she had enough, literally had enough, was at her wit's end, and decided to kick me out of the house on New Year's Eve. Yeah, left me on the street, left me with no other avenue but to get to know the people I was in and around the street with. Never had any, didn't know where I was going to be able to feed myself, what I was going to have to do to get food, until guys that were on the street pointed me towards home. Yeah, it's a bit of a, yeah, it was a strange feeling, you know. Like I said, I'd been in a relationship with my partner for over 24 years. To suddenly having not a bed to sleep in, no roof over my head, the clothes I stood up in was all I had. New Year's Eve was absolutely freezing, and yeah, no, it started feeding into feelings of worthlessness, shame, guilt, looking for dry subways, train bridges, anywhere sort of dry out of the wind that you could sit with, well, you're sitting with yourself, you know what I mean? It's, you know, other people that are street homeless, had sleeping bags, blankets. Yeah, I had nothing. Worthless, literally worthless. I felt, yeah, I didn't feel a part of anything. I've got nothing, I've lost everything. I'm stuck under a bridge, for crying out loud. You know, yeah, there was a lot of thoughts of that. Yeah, this is it, it's over. My greatest fear was I'm not going to be able to feed myself. People, you know, my first night out, I see two people get attacked by people from the town, and my fear was at some point that's going to happen to me. Yeah, fears around that, you know, when you can get to a point you're that tired, it doesn't matter where you are, your body's gonna shut down, you need to sleep. And 9 times out of 10, that's when ruthless other people, whether they're drunk or not, tend to have a go because they just see you as dirt, scum, what you're doing, sleeping on the street. I've got my kids running down the park. I don't know what they're thinking is, but the reality is they don't have an ounce of care for people that are on the street, that have had struggles. And it's not all around drug use, you know. People end up on the street through deaths in their family, through losing their jobs, losing financial security. It's not everybody is born of addiction. To be honest, the general public, there was the odd few that would stop, you know, see you sitting there, would bring you a cup of coffee. The odd people would give you some money. Personally, when I was given money, because I was in addiction as well, it kind of had a way of funding my addiction, and without that sort of help, I'd probably be in a coffin, because the shock to not having substances I was using would have ultimately killed me anyway. Whether the street did or the substances did. But the general public as a whole, there weren't many, but the few that did gave generously, gave me food, gave me something to go on with my day with, and maybe the next day. But like I said, I was a substance user as well, so it kind of funded both means, if you like. I think for me, actually accessing the Hope Centre to start, to get a meal, just be able to get a meal, get a change of clothes, somewhere dry and safe to sit, get your head down for a couple of hours if needed, was amazing. The workers from Hope Centre, they do amazing things. The lady that she kind of worked with me to start and see the sort of, I don't know, the struggle, the pain I was living in, you know, the feeling of lost everything, down to addiction, down to everything. I lost it. I was low. I was beaten. Felt I had nothing else to live for. But yeah, she reached in, offered me all the help I needed, and put a lot of work into getting me into a treatment centre, which has ultimately led me to getting clean, 7.5 months clean, and coming back and giving back to the place. Yeah, there is a high need for people to help people out there that are on the street, help them with substance abuse, help them with homelessness, get them a doctor. You know, there's a lot of people out there, they need a doctor, and they've got that, they haven't got that because they haven't got an address. And that's the sort of stuff that shouldn't be happening in this day and age. It shouldn't be happening. The actual Hope Centre itself for a meal, and the staff that were here, that went through things with me, you know, just from a basic chat to identify where I needed help, but was too feared up, too scared to ask for myself. But they see it. They see that struggle, and they're the ones that have got the access to a network of support that's invaluable. For me, it was invaluable. I wouldn't be sitting here now if it wasn't for that 7 months ago. I 100% I'd be dead, whether that was from an overdose, from a beating on the street, for whatever. I wouldn't be sitting here without hope. It's as simple as that. What hope set in motion for me, as in getting me into a treatment centre for getting clean, working on what my head tells me that isn't what is reality, but my head can tell me things it's not right. My first thought isn't the right thought. I have to go with my second or third. It's been invaluable. I've gained the love and respect back of my family members that I thought I'd wasted, that I'd destroyed. Got me to a treatment centre. I'm 7.5 months clean. You know, it's that alone, that feeling alone, for me is massive. It's massive. You know, I'm 48 years of age, and through addiction, through my mental health, I've used for 35 years, and gradually got worse and worse and worse. I've got an outlook at life where I've got a program I can work with, stables my thinking, puts me in touch with meetings around substance use that I engage with 4 or 5 times a week. That I don't have to, but I do, because it helps me and helps my mental state. And none of that, I wouldn't have that if it wasn't for hope, I just wouldn't have it. I wouldn't have known about it. I wouldn't have looked for it. I would have probably just been that guy sitting under a bridge with a bag, and that's it, begging for food, and people just walking past like you're not even there. So yeah, for me, I've got an outlook on life that's totally positive, and that's through hope. It's as simple as that. I wouldn't have it if it wasn't for hope. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, get a bit emotional.